Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something that's been flying under the radar but is deeply affecting the lives of many people. Picture this. You're living in a rental property, paying your hard-earned money every month, expecting a safe and decent place to call home. But instead, you find mold, rodents, and a lack of basic necessities like heat. This isn't just a nightmare scenario, it's the reality for many tenants in Davenport, Iowa. The city's building inspection department has failed them, and I mean spectacularly. For years they've turned a blind eye to serious issues, allowing landlords to rent out properties that are far from habitable. Let's break it down. Tenants have reported a laundry list of problems: mold that aggravates respiratory issues, rodent infestations, and even a lack of heat during the freezing winter months. Imagine trying to live in those conditions. The city knew about these problems but did little to nothing. Maybe even looked away. Now the tenants have had enough. Tenants forced on the streets are now demanding accountability and action. Can you blame them? This isn't just about poor living conditions. It's about the city failing its most vulnerable residents. We're talking about low-income families and people who don't have the luxury of moving to better housing. The emotional and financial toll on these tenants is staggering. Some have had to pay for repairs out of their own pockets, while others have been forced to move, plunging them into further financial hardship. The city's negligence is not just a bureaucratic failure, it's a human tragedy. And yet, despite the lawsuit and mounting evidence, the city council has done little to address the situation. There's been no significant action, little to no support for the affected tenants, and no accountability for those responsible. It's like the city is prioritizing the interests of themselves over the well-being of its citizens. Public trust in local government is eroding day by day. People are angry, and rightfully so. The lack of transparency and accountability from city officials is appalling. This scandal serves as a stark reminder of why we need strong code enforcement and tenant protection laws. Without them, landlords can get away with neglect, and tenants suffer. So what's the takeaway here? Accountability matters. Elected officials need to be held responsible for their actions, or in this case, their inactions. Safe and affordable housing is not a privilege, it's a right. The outcome of the city's failures could be a new opportunity to set a precedent, not just for Davenport, but for cities across the state. It's about more than just fixing buildings. It's about restoring faith in local government and ensuring that everyone has a safe place to live. So, if you're watching this and feeling outraged, use that energy to make a difference. Speak up, hold your leaders accountable, and let's work towards a future where no one has to endure these kinds of living conditions. Thank you for watching. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Facebook group Whistle Davenport. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's make a change.